Today we're taking a look at these NCAAB matches, which are happening on Thursday, December 1st, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus, if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the highstack.es Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Colorado versus Arizona State. It has been really hard to figure out which Colorado team is going to show up from game to game. On paper, these two teams are very similar. They both play good defense and they have similar power rankings. But Arizona State has been far more consistent, as Colorado got blown out by Grambling State, while Arizona State destroyed Grambling State. Colorado has played a far tougher schedule, yet they've beaten good teams and lost to teams they shouldn't have. Arizona State has some quality wins under their belt too, so I'm going with a more consistent team. Take Arizona State here to cover. These two teams are averaging a combined 155.3 points per game over their last 3 contests. It feels like this has to be an overplay. Colorado has one 103-point performance, and Arizona State has 2 outings of 80 points or more in that span. Across the last 5 contests for both sides, only 2 out of the 10 games overall have had a total lower than 138 points, both ASU matchups. The total has gone over in 8 of the Buffalo's last 11 games, 8 of their last 10 against Pac-12 competition, and 5 of their last 7 games at home. Take the over 137.5 points. UC Davis vs Pacific. The Aggies have won 4 of their last 5 games and 5 straight home games. They are very good offensively, and they played very well in their last 3 games, scoring over 79 points per game. They shoot the ball well at home, making 49% of their field goals and 50% of their 3-pointers. They are also very aggressive on the offensive glass, which will give them more scoring opportunities. The Tigers aren't very good defensively, and they play worse on the road where they are giving up more than 75 points per game, so expect them to have a hard time slowing down the Aggies. The Tigers have lost 5 of their last 7 games. They have played well offensively, scoring more than 79 points per game, but they've struggled from long distance, making less than 40% of their shots from 3-point range. They don't rebound the ball as well as the Aggies and won't get a lot of extra scoring opportunities against them. Even though they do a good job protecting the ball, they are facing a defense that is averaging more than 8 steals per game and is holding opponents to 60 points per game at home, so expect them to struggle offensively in this game. Go with UC Davis to cover the spread. Take UC Davis Aggies minus 6.5 points. This game has a total that's really high because it's expected to be played at a very fast pace. UC Davis in particular is playing at one of the fastest tempos in the country. But pace isn't the only thing that matters for totals, and neither one of these teams is that efficient on offense. The Aggies are actually better on defense than they are on offense. Pepper is Davis's leading scorer, and he's coming off a 1/12 shooting performance. UC Davis has also given up 71 points or fewer in back-to-back games, and one of those went to overtime. Take the under 154.5 points. Kansas vs Seton Hall. The Pirates followed up their 2-game winning streak by losing their last 2 games. They will try to put an end to their streak with a win over the Jayhawks, which will give them their 3rd win in their last 5 games. Seton Hall is averaging 71 points per game. They scored 55 points in their last game, making 32.7% of their field goals and 11.1% of their 3-pointers. Al-Amir Dawes led the Pirates with 15 points and 3 rebounds. Therese Samuel finished with 14 points and 7 rebounds, while Trey Jackson added 8 points and 1 rebound. Seton Hall has played well defensively, giving up 61.3 points per game. They gave up 60 points in their last game and will need to keep it up if they want to win this game. The Jayhawks bounced back from their loss to Tennessee with a win over the Tigers in their last game. They will try to keep the momentum going with a win over the Pirates, which will give them their second win in a row and 8th win in their last 9 games. Kansas is averaging 76 points per game. They scored 87 points in their last game, making 54.5% of their field goals and 44.8% of their three-pointers. Jalen Wilson led the Jayhawks with 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. MJ Rice finished with 19 points and 3 rebounds, while Grady Dick added 15 points and 6 rebounds. Kansas has also played well defensively, giving up 65.5 points per game. They gave up 55 points in their last game and will need a similar effort if they want to get the win. The Jayhawks have won 7 of their last 8 games. They have played well offensively, especially at home where they are scoring more than 80 points per game while making over 50% of their shots and 40% of their three-pointers. They are very aggressive on the offensive glass, which will give them more scoring opportunities, and they don't turn the ball over a lot, so don't expect the Pirates to get a lot of easy scoring opportunities in this game. The Pirates have played well defensively, but they have struggled on the road and will have a hard time slowing down the Jayhawks in this game. The Pirates have won 4 of their last 7 games. They have played well offensively, but they struggle on the road where they are averaging less than 70 points per game while making less than 40% of their shots and 30% of their three-pointers. They don't rebound the ball as well as the Jayhawks, and they're very careless with the ball on the road, which will lead to easy scoring opportunities for the Jayhawks, who average more than 8 steals per game at home. With the Jayhawks giving up less than 65 points per game at home, the Pirates will have a hard time keeping up with them, so go with Kansas to cover the spread. The under also makes some sense here, even though I'm taking the favorite because I don't see Seton Hall scoring much at all. If Kansas can hold Duke below 37 shooting from the floor, they shouldn't have too much trouble against an inconsistent and low-ceiling Seton Hall offense that doesn't have a single guy averaging more than 11.9 points per game. Both teams are better on defense than they are offense, and neither side shoots it great from beyond the arc. Take the under 135.5 points.